Hey everyone, it's Megan Makeup 20 here. So today I'm doing my sophomore year advice. I already did my freshman year last year. If you are going to be a freshman, I will link that down below so you guys could go and watch that. But if you're going into your sophomore year, I'm going to give you some advice that was really helpful for me throughout the year. I just want to put like a disclaimer. These is just like, not these, what the heck? This is just my advice. You could take it or leave it, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I have been, I don't know, I guess I can kind of say I just want to help at least one person. So if I help at least one person, I feel great for doing this video. So sophomore year was definitely the hardest year for me by far I have ever had. I know my junior year, I'm going into my junior year this year. I know everybody says it's going to be 10 times worse, which I'm not looking forward to that. But the thing is, like, I don't know if your school's like this, it probably is if you're in high school, but mine is all based on credits. So at the end of each semester, like, I have to take like finals and stuff, and if I don't pass my finals, I don't get my credits, and then if I get behind credits, I don't graduate. And yeah, that's just a huge thing. So right now I'm actually ahead by 10 credits because I've took summer school, but I'm just going to give you 10 tips. So let's get started. I'm looking on my little notebook for YouTube, so please excuse that. But my tip number one is to use a planner. Stay organized. This is like the huge thing that I started doing this towards the end of the year, and I wish I would have started it at the beginning because I would have been a lot more organized and not stressed out, because the worst thing I could do is stressed out, and I totally learned that because the first like half of the year I was so stressed out and it was so bad, like I hardly even filmed, and it was just like so yeah, definitely use a planner. And sorry real quick, I'm just gonna stop real quick what I'm saying, but I have a cold, so if I sound stuffed up, that is why. So yeah, number two, be on time to your classes. I even said this last year, but this is so important. You need to be on time. I know there's lots of kids at my school that lollygag around and they wait to like, because we get like bells like, oh, you have like 1 minute to get to class, if not you're gonna get in trouble, because like there's a thing called tardy sweeps where I am at, and like if you're not in class by the time the bell rings, they randomly like sweep the campus, and if you get caught in that, you have like Saturday work, or you have to clean up the campus like with a trash bag on your break, which is disgusting. So yeah, be like on time to your classes, because you don't know if your school does that, but mine school randomly does it, and they don't tell us like what day tardy sweeps are. So there's at least once, I think like every 2 weeks, like they catch us off guard when they do it, so I guess that's like better for kids to get to class. Number three, please excuse what I'm going to say. Please don't take this offensively whatsoever, but don't piss off your teachers, because I'm just going to give you a little story real quick and you'll understand why I said don't piss off your teachers. My teachers freshman year were so nice, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. And I thought going into my sophomore year they were going to be like that too. Wrong. No, just don't piss off your teachers. For instance, there's guys that were still very immature in my biology class, and that was the worst thing ever, because that class, like the teacher was so rude at the beginning of the year because everybody was so rude to her, and they didn't stop talking, and they just still had that immature mindset, especially if you're going into sophomore year, you're 15, 16, maybe even 17 if you got held back. It's time to kind of like take the plunge and kind of like grow up a little bit, because you're about to be an adult in like 2 years. So just be very mature, and I think that even goes with number four, is to grow up. Just, that sounds like very harsh and kind of very blunt, but it's definitely the truth. It's time, like, because I know there was many people in high school that can act immature, and it's just time for people to start growing up in the phase. And I know like still like people's hormones are still like going crazy and everything, but honestly, just staying on track and growing up and not pissing off the teachers, and you will have the best high school experience ever. Number five, stay organized. That's the same with kind of number one. For instance, my locker, this is why I'm saying stay organized. My locker has all my books. I have 7 periods, so I had 6 classes because 1 period was lunch. And what I recommend is for each class you have, like, in your locker, like, put it in order. So, like, first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period, and your books in order. That's what I did, and I did it left from right, so it was the easiest thing ever. So when I knew when I was going to first period, grab it from the top one, second one, third one, and as I go on, because I did need books for every single class. So that was the easiest thing of staying organized and helped me get on time to class. Plus, like, if you have to use the restroom, like, during your break, because I have 7 minutes to walk across campus to my other side of the class, because I know I have a lot of kids at my school. I have, like, 2,000 kids at my school. So, yeah, and so just stay organized, go fast, get your, books, like, organize it in your locker if you have a locker. Number 6 is don't worry about, like, your schoolwork, because I'm not saying don't do your schoolwork, because that's totally not what I'm saying. I'm saying every time I got, like, a piece of paper that said, like, homework on it, I stressed out, because for one, I'm not a big fan of homework, like, no one is, but every time I got homework, I was like, oh my gosh, I already have homework for, like, 5 other classes. Okay, this is what I do. I go home and sit down and do the homework. It's the easiest thing to do. But the thing is, like, you cannot stress on it, because if you stress on it, you're not going to want to do it, and you're going to push it back. That's number 7. Do homework or projects when they get assigned. So say if they get assigned a month early, but they give you a whole month to work on your project, take the whole month. Take the first week of that whole month and do your project and be done with it. So you have, like, 3 other weeks, 2 to 3 other weeks to finish your project, or do little touch-ups, or to have that 3 weeks to yourself if you finished it in the first week. That is the best tip I could give you guys out of this whole entire advice video, is to, if they give you a month ahead to do a project, because I know I got, like, projects like a month ahead, 2 months ahead, but it was kind of like huge projects, so I just knocked them out in the first week and you're done. While everybody else is scrambling the last week before the project is due, you're not. You're just sitting back and relaxing. That is the best one. I know you want to, like, prolong it, because I know I'm a prolonger too, but I would not recommend that whatsoever. Number 9 is to study for your test. I'm just going to, I don't know if every school is like this, but I know my school is, where no homework counts, but we still have to do homework. If not, we get lunch detention, or we get academic detention, which means we stay after school for an hour, which I would never do. I've only done it once, and it's because I failed a test and I started crying, because I don't want to be after school for an hour until 4:30, because my school gets out at 3:20, so actually I'm staying until 4:20. That's not happening. So when I got to that, I was just so emotional. I'm like, why do I have to stay here for an hour? But study for your test. My school doesn't count for any homework, but we still have to do it, because it's going to help us for our test, they say. But do study for your test. That's the most important, one of the most important ones on here, is study for your test. If you don't study for them, you're going to fail. But if you have, like, this, like, brain that just remembers everything, you're like one of them lucky people that don't have to study, then props to you, because I have to study. You're lucky. But I know for me, I have to study, and I would really recommend for you guys just to freshen up on your notes when you know you have a test coming up. One thing I even recommend is getting flashcards and putting the definition on the back, and then the letter, like the name in the front. That's what I did a lot in biology, because biology was so hard for me. Number 10. This is the one I even said last year, but this is so important if you're a girl watching this. I know a lot of guys don't have drama. Maybe they do, but I know the people I hang out with, like, I know I hang out with guys and they don't have drama, but I know a couple of the girls I used to hang out with have so much drama. But number 10 is stay away from drama, especially in high school. All the girls can get caught up in drama. That's the worst thing you can do, is get caught up in drama, and it just takes away time from the school. And I know I'm kind of sounding like but honestly, like, going to school is the most important thing, and that's definitely what I have learned. I'm not really there to, like, what's the thing? I'm there to, like, hang out with my friends and talk and stuff, but when it comes to time to, like, studying and, like, just going to school, getting my credits and going home, that's what I'm there for. That's my mindset. And if I don't have that mindset, I know I wouldn't be that, like, worried about school, but I have to be, because if I don't get my credits, then I'm not graduating, and if I'm not graduating, I can't go to college. So yes, that was my sophomore year advice. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and this is a little bit different than my freshman year advice. Sophomore year, let me tell you, is crazy. So thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please take a moment to subscribe and be my friend. Sorry I kind of rambled on and give you guys examples, but I really want you guys to know how I felt in my sophomore year, and if I can just help one person, like I said, I would feel great. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're new, please take a moment to subscribe and be my friend and thumbs up the video. Bye. Peace.